And that one that jumped, what I was saying, in the deeper water.
The Grand Cascapedia River in eastern Canada. This legendary river is home to some of North America's largest Atlantic salmon. For generations, fishing the Grand Cascapedia has been the dream of many Atlantic salmon anglers. There are still huge salmon to be caught for the skilled fly fishermen.
It was easy.
Nothing to it.
The guests here at Salmon Lodge have access to 3 fabulous salmon rivers, the Grand Cascapedia, the Bonaventure and the Petite Cascapedia. The Petite Cascapedia is located 5 miles to the east of the Grand Cascapedia on Quebec's Gaspe peninsula. At first glance, the river doesn't look exciting, but you should never judge a book by its cover. The Petite Cascapedia is host to a stock of large salmon that thrive in its consistently cool waters. These cool temperatures turn out to be a major advantage for salmon fishermen during Canada's warm summers. Another 30 minutes eastward, you'll find the Bonaventure. This is one of the world's clearest rivers with an underwater visibility exceeding 200 feet. In such clear water conditions, you can actually sight cast and watch a bright salmon rise from its lie to take your dry fly from the surface. This is Camp Bonaventure, where guests have access to the same pools on the same legendary rivers. The 2 lodges are owned by the same gentleman, Glenn Legrand.
Good morning, how are you?
My brother likes fishing, so...
There's plenty of opportunity to shop for new gear and equipment.
We were fishing dry fly. And,
Yeah, this is the first time you fish dry fly.
And when the fish takes the fly, you have to actually pull your line up. So I decided I wouldn't do that for the first 3 times, just to drive my guy crazy.
Poor Jean-Marc is on the bottom of the boat and he's just going, no, pull!
But when you're from New Brunswick,
Coming
it
home
takes
after a
3
great
minutes.
day at the river. It's
Guys,
happy
when-
hour,
when
literally
you hold your
speaking.
water from the bar, you must set
This
it.
couple tried something new
And
today,
you just
sight
bring the
casting
line
with
like
dry
that all the
flies.
time, and the fish is on. And when after 15 seconds, I'm sure you do that, the fish is on, but it don't stay on a long time.
In the rod room, you'll find tomorrow's fishing schedules with a distribution of pools and guides.
In the morning you are on this way, and in the afternoon you are on the other way, the same river.
At Camp Bonaventure, guests often have a new guide when they're fishing a new beat or switch to a new river.
This is the after fishing fun. Ooh.
Happy hour continues as the guests at the lodge exchange stories and share fishing tales before dinner. The staff takes orders for tonight's steaks,
Medium to medium well.
while guests view a slideshow composed from their guide photos from their day on the river.
That's a beautiful fish.
How big can you make
No, sorry. Another one.
It's vital to keep track of the many individual orders and how guests like their steaks. The staff are busy in the kitchen.
7 medium rare to go out.
Despite the many requests, guests receive exactly what they've ordered. While the guests enjoy an elegant meal and fine wine, let's take a tour of the rooms. Camp Bonaventure features 6 double rooms, all with a private bath. So after a long day on these spectacular rivers, it's easy to fall into a sweet sleep, dreaming about the day gone by and tomorrow's adventure. After a good night's sleep, a hearty breakfast, is certainly nothing to be scorned at, particularly when it's prepared as here at Salmon Lodge, which is also operated and owned by Glenn Legrand. Guests give their requests for breakfast. And while breakfast is being served, there's always a fishing tale or two to be told.
I handed the rod to the guys and then run down over the rocks and take it down to the next pool so you can land the salmon.
Salmon Lodge radiates atmosphere and history. Salmon Lodge has graced the banks of the Grand Cascapedia for more than 100 years, and old watercolours recount stories of fabulous fishing trips and prize catches. The lodge accommodates up to 8 fishing guests and 4 non-fishing guests, and it boasts a spectacular view of the Grand Cascapedia. Located downriver a few miles from Salmon Lodge, you'll find the Grand Cascapedia River Museum. And here you'll find plenty of information that shows the Grand Cascapedia is home to some of the world's largest Atlantic salmon. At the end of the 19th century, several salmon of over 50 pounds were caught here. That's a rarity nowadays, but it's not impossible to still catch the fish of a lifetime on the Grand Cascapedia, and 50-plus pound fish are still not uncommon. With a consistent catch and release policy on these famous salmon rivers in recent years, the chances of a real trophy is very real. And there's one thing you can be certain of: the guides work hard to make sure that you catch your trophy salmon, regardless of the size. A nice grill's caught with a dry fly in the middle of July, which is the high season for dry fly fishing. Let's return to Camp Bonaventure. Charles borrows a two-handed rod and receives some first-time instruction.
So you can use it as a single-handed rod.
Okay.
And what's really nice about it too, you can use it as a double-handed rod.
Charles and his friend Jean have been fishing together for years. They're looking forward to another great day on the gin-clear Bonaventure. Their guide is carefully checking the pool and the usual hideouts for salmon, while Jean has already started.
One nice one right there.
But despite his persistent and energetic attempts, he doesn't succeed in luring this one or some of the other salmon to his fly. A 10-hour day of fishing on some of the world's finest salmon rivers can be taxing for most anglers, and the Bonaventure and the Grand and Petite Cascapedia's time is not wasted on transport.
Want Coke? 7-Up?
After a morning on the river, it's time for lunch. Soup, sandwich, dessert, wine and coffee. And then on to a new pool and a new fly.
Very good. You see, normally the stonefly only black on the top. This one, the little marabou white plus.
While Jean is fishing, this time with his guide Jean-Marc at his side, Charles has some time to practice his casting. Jean finishes up, and Charles takes over with a borrowed rod that he's not accustomed to. And then...
Fish on! Hey! Good! With my tube! Yes, sir! Perfect! Take your time. Don't touch the reel. Strong fish. But I think your drag is okay, sure. Let me see. No, that's not enough. No, not enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay. When the fish arrive closer, you move your rod on my side, and when I pull the net, you give me a little slack. Move your rod on my side. What? No, don't touch the handle. Never do that. Go slowly now. Move on. Okay. Don't reel. Just move your rod on my side. Okay. Back up. Okay, watch your... Okay, think. He's 1 foot to my net.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable show.
Okay, I lost it.
You see,
Oh, what a shame.
there, but
But then,
it's
that's
not the
part
good
of being an angler.
place to
And as all
land to
fishermen
put
know,
fish in the net
it's
like
the
that.
take
But
that's
when
most
it's there,
important.
and I do that. Yeah, and it's not well up, but
Is that something I didn't
no,
do right?
no,
No?
nothing wrong. Just
Oh,
Is-
that's sad. But it's okay. I like it. It's just a strong fish.
that's a nice
I'm
fish.
happy.
But you have the best. You're good take.
All
Good,
right, buddy.
good. That's good. Nice fish.
Oh, it's,
Very good jump.